Kentucky, the home of True Vine Farms, the one and only Farmer King.
Welcome back today, guys. Thank you guys for stopping in. Look, we just got back from the farm machinery show and we're done back to work. Look at all these gauge wheels that need to be cleaned and then slap some new rubbers on there. I hope we can do it. You think the snap motion will work? Because it's not going to work. This takes way too long. This will probably take 30 minutes at least just cleaning these wheels. And then we got to put all the new rubbers on. There ain't nothing to it but to do it right. So while I'm working on gauge wheels, my dad is starting the process of parallel arms, and we are actually doing something different. We'll get into it later, but we are drilling the holes bigger than what they are, and we're putting new types of bushings in there. Anyways, we needed a reamer, and can you guys see how big that reamer is? Well, it's bigger than what our hand drill will use, so we're gonna have to cut it down anyways to get it to fit into our hand drill. So we just chopped it off and put a nut on the end so we could just use an impact because it'd be much easier.
And we're not filming the first one because nobody films the first one.
Well, I mean, we only got 13 other ones we could film.
And all you're going to see is us making 20 trips back and forth.
Yes.
Getting tools. So once we get it perfected, you'll have plenty of time.
Oh yeah, you can watch us for hours do this.
Yeah.
You guys have been shut off for probably about an hour, I'd say, because in that hour we managed to accomplish drilling 8 holes and putting 4 or 8 bolts in, even though the amount of times as we put the bolts in and taking them back out doing stuff wrong, then we may have put about 64 bolts in. But we accomplished 1 row of new bushings and bolts.
Does anybody know what this is?
What is that?
Where does this go?
We're going to show you guys doing the rest of the 12 rows on here, but basically what it is we reuse the arms and we drill out the holes bigger in the arms that are already there, and we have a new bushing that we put in and new bolts, and it's made to be where when we need to replace these bushings when they wear out, we can pull the bushing out and put a new bolt in. It's made to be a lot easier to replace too than having to buy new arms, bolts, and bushings when these things wear out.
Yeah, so you can buy these arms already put together and they'd be nice and shiny and painted, but if we did that, then it'd make the rest of the planer look bad. So
I told them, I don't know why, because you guys probably never saw it due to my last channel getting taken down. We redid our corn planer. It was in similar condition to this. Now it works great. Is we had the rows all stripped down. I don't know why we just didn't strip the whole thing down and then paint it a nice green color, and it looked like a brand new planer out there.
Time and preparation if you want it to make it look good.
Because now we should have a perfectly good working mechanical planer in good condition. The paint's just going to look like crap on the thing.
The reason we didn't buy the ones already put together is that these are half price. It's about half the price if you just buy the kit. It's a little more than half the price. You just buy the kit and put it in yourself.
Which, how much is the kit?
I want to say this is like $130 a row, $135.
Is it double the price to have
like 3? I was wanting to think it was like $290 to buy it all together and shiny.
So for the ones of you who think, well, that ain't a bad deal, we'll just multiply it times 13,
but
and that's why.
They will take your old arms in. I think they give you $35 a row for your old arms. So I'd make it $260 a row.
Can we link their website down in the description below?
Well, it's
or not, no.
I don't know what it is because I bought it from a different place.
We got it off Amazon. That's where we got it. we
it's
bought
probably
it
on there, but we didn't get it off Amazon.
Yeah, that's where.
What is it?
SI distributing, I can't speak. So that is one row completed as far as the parallel arms, and we got 3 gauge wheels done, and we got new opening discs that can go on and all that. So my dad is actually going to mess with that. We have a little bit of time on our hands, and he wants to get like a full row put together to see how it's going to look. But anyways, I got about 1,600 gauge wheels here that need rubbers put on. So that's what we're going to do. You see these 2 filters right here? We use these 2 things for at the chicken houses for filtering our lake water, and there's a problem. So when we have no chickens or have baby chickens, when there's hardly any water being used here on the farm, we noticed that our pump over there was still running, and every night these filters flush out. So we have suspicions, and we narrowed it down to the cause of the issue, and we really have no proof to prove it, but we think it's in the check valves here that let the water flush out at night. Is something is not cooperating. Is that what you would say?
Yeah, it was making a hissing noise like an air compressor, and I climbed around and found that one. So we're going to take it apart and see if we can find what's wrong with it.
So now I got my baby getters, and I got to undo this union thing right here. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? Well, things didn't go to plan. We took all this configuration apart. We didn't really know what we were doing. We looked at it and said, well, it looks like it's normal. We didn't see anything out of the ordinary. And then we put it all back together, and there's a red valve. Can you guys see it? That sits right there. That valve, we were using it to do some testing with, and it just happens it decided it was going to bust. But right now, we are in the safe area because it is closed and not leaking at the moment, and we're not using this tank. So all your clean water comes out of these lines right here into this 3-inch line, and your flush out water comes out of the top of these pumps, and it goes, you know, outside where nobody cares about it. And right now, with that valve being closed, it's fine because it's not letting any of the clean water come back into the system. But once we get everything, it's been a struggle trying to find my filter on the interwebs even close to this, so we'll keep you guys updated. But that's the update for now, is we pretty much figured out nothing. Oh looky, we made it back to this situation. It is gone better than expected, but still, you know, not great to what it should have been. Shoulda, woulda, coulda been. So the filter is, its brand name is a Pentair, something along the lines of that. Like just the plain filter case there. The pump is not the same brand, and it has no brand.
It's a clap,
he says. So anyways, he got on Google and started Googling around, and he finally found a pump that looked like it. You know, pictures always do stuff justice. And then he ordered this new kit for the pump. It's $68, and we watched a YouTube video on how to do it, and the guy did it in like 2.5 minutes. So knowing us, it's going to take us about 2.5 hours. So if we climb back here, right there is our head, and you guys may not be able to see it, but that's a $1,300 head sitting right there. So we're going to definitely try the rebuild kit first. So this is our old component. You can see it's got multiple O-rings on the outside here, and inside it's got inside O-rings, and then it's got the piston that slides in and out. And our theory is that the O-rings just wore out, and because we just put the new part in there and it did a full flush out system, and when those things flush out, they do it for like 6 minutes, and they flush like 500 gallons through the system, just pushing water out to get all the old material out. So the only reason we knew something's wrong with it was because it was hissing. It is no longer hissing now. So maybe it's fine, maybe it's not. Who knows, when they come back tomorrow and the whole thing be blown up. You never know. But we do feel like we are about 26% successful here.
I think so. I think it fixed it.
That only leaves about a 74% chance of it blowing up. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope they enjoy it. Remember, faith, family, farm. See you in the next one.